Started off with an XGames rookie. As you mentioned, Gabriel Chavez. He was the winner of the April 2022 Monster Energy BMX Triples event in Denver. Let's see what he's got here in his first outing in BMX Dirt.
Yeah, loving that backflip tail whip over there. Oh, huge 270 tail whip. Never easy to be the first guy to drop at a contest. Showing that backflip tail up to late X up. There's that backflip bar spin looking like he's going a little knack-knack, kind of one-footer right there. Like I said, never easy to be the first guy, but it's a good showing from Mr. Gabriel Chavez.
Well, you see the time clock there. This is a jam session. It is 36 minutes long out here in the BMX Dirt Finals. We take a look at his first set of replays here.
Yeah, showing you that front flip going a little bit long, straight into the backflip tail up to late X up.
To the top as we welcome in Daniel Sandoval. We typically see him in a lot of park competitions. He does own several park medals. He's got 1 gold and 3 bronze. He competed in the first ever BMX Mega Park event that we had yesterday out at Elliott Sloan's backyard.
And how are you just going to drop into a decade on that very small first hit? Showing you some style right there with the one-footed dark side. Truck driver to late downside tail whip. Double downside 360 tail whip.
Oh, how did he hang on there?
Truck driver to late tail whip. You don't really see him do a lot of natural 360 tail whips. It's usually that 360 with a downside tail whip. So truck driver to late tail up on that very last set. Biggs, look, check him out right here. There's that 360 double downside tail whip, kicking that bike his opposite direction. And there's the truck driver to late tail whip, just barely wrenching it around. That is a 28-foot set, and that lip is 9 feet tall. That is a big jump. I know sometimes it doesn't, we forget how big these jumps are, but that was an impressive run from Mr. Daniel Sandoval.
So we bring in Andy Buckworth here. This is his 11th appearance. He took gold last year at Pat Casey's backyard in Dirt Best Trick with a no-handed double backflip. And going back to that BMX Mega Park event from yesterday, he was also one of the competitors out there.
Yeah, Buckworth is one of these guys. He's got the double backflip so on lock. It's just no big deal for him. Check him out here. There it is. There's that no-handed double backflip, Jimmy. It looks like he played it a little bit cool early on in the run, but it looks like he was setting up for that huge double backflip tuck no-hander, just letting it all out right there. Wow.
The one off the long and low was super windy.
Check him out right here, showing you that front flip. Nice, natural, just finding the landing. Those landings are so long, so you have so much time to land. But here's that double backflip, tuck no-hander, just eyes on that landing and just puts it down perfectly.
So we'll see where that slides. Andy Buckworth into the mix. It's got
giving Daniel Sandoval a little bit of trouble there. But up next, we have Mr. Mike Varga, the Canadian.
Yeah, he owns 3 XGames medals. He has 2 gold, 1 bronze. As I mentioned before, his best dirt finish was 5th. The last year we were in Minneapolis, which was 2019.
There's that 360 double tail up. Loves to spin. Triple truck driver, catching all of them in between. 360 with a downside tail whip. Corked out 720 no-hander. It's got a great run going here, Jimmy. Bar spin backflip, late tail whip. That was a full pull. Mike Varga might just slide himself back up into that top 3 position, I should say.
I was going to say this one's going to be interesting. He is just on the outside looking in right now as we take a look at some highlights.
There's that 360 double tail whip. And this is the corked out 720 no-hander. Some people might say that's a 360 backflip no-hander. To me, it looks like a corked out 720, but either way, that was a solid run. And here's that bar spin backflip, late tail whip, hanging on to it and riding away smooth.
Puts that one down picture perfect. So again, no scores if you're just joining us. It is a live ranking. We just saw Mike Vargas second at Axel Hodges Slayground, so just waiting for David Godziak to roll it in, and here we go. Currently in a silver medal position for now.
Yeah, Godziak, well, I don't think there's going to be too much of a surprise on that last set. We know what he's going to be trying. He's got that shirt tucked in. There's that double tail whip, downside, tuck no-hander, front flip. There's the cash roll with the bar spin. Eyes on this last set, Jimmy. Here we go. There's that no-hander twister, and he pulls it around perfectly, and he is stoked right now.
You can see the reaction from the rest of the crew up there at the roll-in.
That's the run that he wanted, Jimmy. Will it be enough to overtake Mr. Mike Varga and unseat him and get into that gold place position?
You can just see the relief on his face after that one.
Yeah, showing you that bar spin, cash roll, landing clean, getting a good pump down that waterfall, and then this is this twister with a tuck no-hander. I can't even imagine what that's like, going over that 28-foot set like that. Here's where he takes the hands off, shirt's tucked in, no problem there. Gets the hands on, just fumbles a little bit with the brake lever, pulling it back around perfectly. Solid performance by Mr. David Godziak.
This competition. Again, J2 here looking at possible second medal here in 2 days.
Love how he switches his feet with that downside double. There's that big bike flip. Once again, opposite triple, Jimmy. Putting the feet back together. There's that double backflip.
Oh, how did he squeak that one in? Wow. Wow.
That was a solid run. J2 coming in on round number 4, trying to shake things up a little bit. Already in that bronze position. Can he work himself up into maybe 1 or 2? Check him out. There's that 450 tuck no-hander, switches the feet, double downside whip. And I would have loved to get a look at that opposite triple tail. He just hung on to it, getting lots of speed, lots of pump for this double backflip. Our drone just right
in gold medal contention for now, followed now by J2 in silver and Mike Varga in that bronze spot here. As we welcome back in Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace. Love the style, love the flow. Tuck no-hander to late turn down. You love the knack-knack seat grab X up. There's that corked out 720. Eyes on this last set. There's that tuck no-hander backflip. It looks like he's really having fun. Then that, you know, that's really what it's all about. Just out there riding with the boys, having a good time. I think the wind was a factor for Ben. He was talking about it in practice a little bit. Just wants to stay safe, maybe focus on park a little bit, but always a pleasure to watch him ride regardless. There's that corked out 720.
Finds himself in a number 7 position for now. After him, we've got Logan Martin and then Pat Casey. We are down to our final 3 competitors.
Bryce Tryon on the course right now, kicking that double tail up, sticking with the line that he's been doing all day. There's that bar spin front flip, messes up a little bit, uses that case pad, has to crank it out a little bit, and there's the double backflip. It's amazing to me how these guys can mess up
and then throw a double.
And then throw a double backflip, like it's no big deal. That's just the progression, that's where we're at now, and it's a sight to see, that's for sure. Now we did see that his back's against the wall. He's out of medal contention right now, but it'll be awesome to see if he pulls something together. Truck driver to downside tail up. There's a triple tail up on the hip. There's the downside tail up 360 late bar spin. There's the bike flip. Are you kidding me, Jimmy? He's got a solid run going here. Oh, and he hangs on to it. That was a full pull from Logan Martin. Will it be enough to unseat David Godziak? Will it be enough to get him into that top 3 position?
He's just outside. He's in that number 4 spot pre-run.
There's the downside triple tail whip. Love this bike flip right here. Just chucking the bike forward. Completely dismounted. Just has to wait for it to come. A little bit of a running man, jumping back on. Just finds those crank arms, lands clean. And then he bobbled with the feet a little bit, but they don't touch the ground. We're going to have to see how this goes, Jimmy.
Never dabbed on that and was able to ride away, keeping his